Flipping a bundt cake should be satisfying, but it can quickly turn into a disaster when half sticks to the pan. Frustrating, right? Don't worry, I've got you. In this video, I'll show you my foolproof method for a perfect crack-free release every time. Let's get started. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to remove the cake too soon. Timing is key. Let your bundt cake cool in the pan for 10 to 15 minutes after baking. This allows the cake to set while still being warm enough to release easily. If you try to flip it right away, it might fall apart. If you wait too long, it could stick to the pan. To help loosen the cake, run a butter knife or thin spatula along the edges and around the center tube. Be gentle. You don't want to cut into the cake. Just separate any areas that might be sticking. Now, for the moment of truth, flipping the cake out. Start by placing a cooling rack or serving plate on top of the bundt pan. I personally prefer using a cooling rack here because it allows air to circulate underneath, preventing condensation from forming on the cake. Hold the pan and the rack tightly together, making sure you have a firm grip. Then, in one smooth motion, flip the pan upside down. Sometimes the cake will slide right out immediately, but other times it might need a little encouragement. If the cake seems stuck, don't panic. Give the pan a few gentle shakes while keeping it upside down. This small movement can help loosen the cake and encourage it to release. If it still won't budge, try giving the pan a few light taps on the top and sides. This can help break any suction keeping it stuck. What if it's still stuck? If the cake refuses to budge, don't force it. Instead, try this trick. Place the pan in the fridge for 10 to 15 minutes. The slight temperature change can help shrink the cake just enough to loosen it from the pan. Alternatively, place the bottom of the pan in warm water for a minute to help release any stubborn spots. If all else fails, a damp, warm kitchen towel placed over the pan for a few minutes can help soften any stuck edges. Sometimes, no matter what you try, the cake just won't budge. If that happens, don't be afraid to start fresh. If all else fails, take a deep breath, scoop out what you can, and turn it into a delicious trifle or cake pops, because no cake should go to waste. And if you want to avoid cake disasters altogether, check out my bundt cake fail video, where I go through the most common mistakes and how to prevent them. It's a great way to learn what not to do and save yourself from future baking frustrations. Once the cake is out, let it cool completely before adding any frosting or glaze. The ideal temperature for a fully cooled bundt cake is around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius. To check if your cake has cooled enough, gently place your hand on the top. If it feels room temperature with no warmth remaining, it's ready. If you want to be extra precise, use a digital kitchen thermometer to confirm the internal temperature. If you notice any small imperfections, don't worry. A dusting of powdered sugar or a drizzle of icing can fix almost anything. And there you have it, a stress-free way to remove a bundt cake from the pan. With these steps, you'll never have to worry about a stuck cake again. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more baking tips. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever had a bundt cake disaster? And if you're looking for more bundt cake inspiration, check out my bundt cake playlist for delicious recipes and decorating ideas. Want to make sure your bundt cake doesn't stick in the first place? Check out my next video on how to properly grease a bundt cake pan, where I walk you through the best techniques to ensure a perfect release every time.